But
Yeah.
what I would love to do is we can do a work week. And I could work
Yo,
with you.
¿qué te hizo pensar que no querías?
Wow.
I could work with
You're
you.
very lucky.
Yeah, I haven't offered that to anybody.
You didn't thank her. That's her.
Yeah, I'm retired.
Retired.
Yeah.
Please don't look retired.
I
but
know,
you're retired.
I know. I just told her how old I was, and she was like, no, 52. I'm young, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Younger.
52. Yes. Look, my boyfriend didn't even believe I was 52. I was 50 when I met him. He was like, no. Yeah, that's what he was like, no, you're not. He pulled out, he had me pull out my birth certificate, my driver's license. He did a check on me and everything. And this is a work book. And you can even work in it if you want. If you want to, you know, just facilitate it. Yeah. No, I can sit there and I can facilitate from this way. I can also pull more out of it. You know, I can pull more because a lot of people like to be reserved. So, and then you're not going to the game like if you're reserved. You got to release. Releasing the warrior in you. That's what I mean. So you can take the link to pass that to them. If you Audible if they want. You can also go on Amazon. And please, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, is it? No, it's okay. Go. Okay. And we have one more. No, one more. Oh. Okay.
Well, for the authors too.
So much. Connect with me. I love to continue the conversation with you. Thank you. Andrea. A-N-D-R-E-A. Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly. How are you? I'm good. Yes. So follow me, engage with me. Don't just follow, don't be nosy. Engage with me, talk and chat. And I'll respond, so you have questions or whatever. Okay? Are you from here? Wow. Okay, I want you to stand in your power, okay? That's what I want. And you're going to be able to do that with this book.
Yeah, you got the last book.
Yeah. The last book? For the day, yeah. And if you have other people who would like the book, they can order it, and I'll send it to me. I'll autograph it and order it from Amazon. Thank you very much.
Despertarme valiente.
put it there down?
No, because I don't.
All right, and we are live right here at the Guadalajara International Book Fair. Day 2 together with us is our dear author Carmen Davenport, the author of your Warrior Stance. A round of applause.
Yeah! Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So Carmen, why don't you show us the copy of your book and tell us the book cover.
Yes. This is the book here. Your Warrior Stance. Perfect.
Definitely the front cover shows yourself. I believe that's you.
Yes. Yes, that's me.
Uh-huh.
I've had people ask if it was me, but yes, it's me.
In that picture, it's showing a very strong woman. Tell us the story behind the title, Your Warrior Stance.
Wow. How long do we have?
Well, we have 30 minutes.
Okay. Well, I grew up in an environment where I dealt with a lot of abuse. I was sexually abused by my father, by my stepfather for 7 years. I became very promiscuous. And in life, that took me down a road where I really wasn't confident with myself. I did not understand what my purpose was in life. I felt like I was just here for men to abuse me. And I've dealt with that even in the workspace. I'm also a retired United States Marine. I served 25 years, and I was deployed twice to Afghanistan, well, twice to Iraq and once to Afghanistan. And with that, just being in the Marine Corps, we're dealing with a lot of male ego. And so I had to learn how to develop confidence. I had to learn how to develop resilience. And I also had to understand what my purpose was. That's what your Warrior Stance is. Your Warrior Stance teaches you how to gain your confidence. It teaches you how to balance your work life, your work and life balance, basically. And it also gives you strength to help with adversities in life. So each letter in here is an acronym. And once you bring this acronym together, that's your Warrior Stance. It's helped me deal with all of the adversities that I've dealt with in life. It's helped me become the woman that I am today. I'm a successful entrepreneur and author, and a speaker. But it helped me for that. And I know that it's going to help other people because I've gone through so many adversities that I know that this book is going to be able to help you go through those same type of adversities. So get your Warrior Stance. And I'm telling you, it's going to really help you out. And if you're young, you really want it now because you're going to be able to develop the stance that you need for the rest of your life. Trust me. I'm a living testimony of it. Everything in here is what I've learned and how I live my life, and that's why I'm providing it to everyone else because it's helped me.
We know right now, having you attend the Guadalajara International Book Fair, you really are a strong woman. We can see that in person and in spirit. And it pays to know that there is really also that difficult time in your life that led you to writing this book.
Yes.
But when you were writing this, what do you think is the most difficult part in writing this book?
The most difficult part in writing this book was really staying on track. Only because I'm also in my doctor's program and I was writing this book at the same time. So it was very important for me to stay on track. But I wanted to make sure that I got the pertinent information out to my audience. I want you to all be great. I want you to be successful in life. And I know you can. There's so many people that cowers to the adversities in life that they don't become the person who they're really created to be. This book here, Your Warrior Stance, is going to help you become that person. And that's my only desire. My passion is to help people become greater than who they were yesterday. That's all I want for you. If you just become greater, do something different today, be a better person, because when you're a better person, then all of the people around you will become better people. And that's the goal here, okay? So I want for you to be able to just release the warrior in you, become great, and help the society become great as well. And that's what's important.
Have you ever thought of becoming an author years ago? Or you're just even surprised that now you are one?
Let me tell you something. Back in 2010, in 2010, I was told to write a book. I was working on my master's degree, and God literally told me to write a book. Because the thing was, I was struggling with my master's, and I was on my business plan, which is the last paper up there. to get your master's. And I was writing that paper and I was struggling. And God said, I didn't tell you to go to school. I told you to write a book. I'm like, God, what do you want me to write? I'm not an author. I'm not a writer. What am I supposed to write? And he said, write a story about your life. That's what he told me. Now, I'll tell you this. That book is still in the works, okay? But this one here, I really wanted to get this out because I saw so many people struggling with mental health. So many people struggling with their environment, whether you're dealing with issues at home with your spouses and your children, because now our children, they kind of run the world, right? So this book is really going to help you kind of just hold them back, gain the authority back within your household as well as within your workplace. And that's what one of the A's is in your warrior stance. It's an acronym. So trust me, you're going to love the book. I've had over 100 people come and get a book already and sign and speak to me. So you're definitely going to love the book and you're going to benefit from it.
Carmen, I hope you don't mind me asking this question, but you mentioned earlier that for years you have been abused by several men and whatever sort, even in your workspace.
Yes.
When was the turning point that you told yourself that this is it, this has to stop?
Wow, that's a good question, and that really was a turning point. When I was in my 30s, I looked over my life, and I just did not see anything successful. Even though I was in the military, even though at that time I had already accomplished 20 years of service to the United States Marine Corps, even after I deployed twice to Iraq and once to Afghanistan, I still did not feel as if I had purpose. With the abuse that I dealt with, I just felt as if I was here for men to just use me. And that's what tended to happen in my life. I never connected. I never, wanted to fall in love. I just was so used to giving sex because that's what I dealt with. That's what I was used to. And then I realized I had a stronger purpose. I had a deeper purpose. I had more purpose than to just be a floor mat for men. And that wasn't my purpose. And there's so many more of you out there that's dealing with the same type of things, that feel as if other people have given you your purpose. And whether it's being a floor mat or whatever it is, you have to just gain your power. And it was in my 30s when I realized I have a purpose. I have a great purpose. And with everything that I've dealt with, all of the adversities that I've dealt with in life, all of those have come together to make me the person that I am today. To make me the person to be able to come to you, to present your warrior stance to you, to help you also gain your purpose. Trust me, it's you don't have to deal with this alone. You don't. The workbook is actually a workbook, and I'm holding you accountable, okay? I'm holding you accountable in here. So there's areas in here where you have to actually apply yourself. You have to ask yourself questions, and you have to do the work. And that's the only way you're going to grow. You have to do the work. That's what I had to do in my 30s. I realized I had to do the work. And when I realized I had to do the work, I birthed your warrior stance. Okay? So that's what happened.
Very interesting story, and definitely you are a strong woman that you are today because of that decision, that moment that you told yourself that it has to stop, and you are the new you.
Yes.
That you have become the most successful person that you are today.
Yes.
Now, what is your message to the old Carmen? What do you think is your message to the other Carmens out there listening and watching this live video right now, who currently are struggling in getting out of that shell?
Yeah.
What is your message to them?
I'll tell you what, my message to the old Carmen, girl, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for showing me what life really is. Because at that time, I had no clue. I really had no clue. But I knew I had a purpose. So I thank you. I don't run away from the things that I've dealt with. I speak proudly of them because they are part of who I am. So I speak proudly of them, but I know that that path that it had me on, that the old Carmen had me on, wasn't the path that was going to lead me to the success that I needed to be at, or the successful person that I am today. So, I mean, it led me there, but I wasn't going to be able to stay on that path. For all of you Carmens that's out there right now, take a look in the mirror and just say, this is it. I'm turning over a new leaf today. I do have a purpose. I am resilient. I can be confident. I can be successful. Because the thing is, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. Either way. So it starts in the head, okay? It starts in your mind. You have to change your mindset. And you can do whatever it is that you believe you can do. If you don't believe you can do something, then you're not going to do it. You're already telling yourself that you're not going to be able to do it because you don't have belief in yourself. But as soon as you believe that you can do it, trust me, all of it is going to come to pass. And everything you desire is going to occur. Trust me, it starts in your mindset. You have to change your mindset. And that's what I had to do in my 30s. I had to change my mindset to become the person that I am today.
That is a very strong message to the old Carmen. I mean, I like the message that you said, that you thank her.
Yeah.
Because you have become who you are today because of her.
Because of her.
And
yes.
definitely there's a lot of Carmens out there who probably and hopefully have listened to your story and will be able to find their own ways to get out of that shell and be that new Carmen that they deserve to be.
Yes.
Right?
You deserve it. That's
exactly.
the thing.
Exactly.
You deserve it. Yeah.
Again, we are live right now in our Facebook page and YouTube channel. You definitely can ask questions. Throw in your questions to definitely ask 1 or 2 questions to Carmen while we are on live. But I asked you yesterday about what's your most favorite letter in Warrior Stance, because it was only yesterday that I learned that it's an acronym.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I asked you about your most favorite one,
yes.
in which you said it's the enthusiasm.
Yes.
It's the last letter of your Warrior Stance.
Yes.
I don't want to ask which one is your least favorite, because I know for sure there's none. But which one is your second most favorite? And tell us why.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll say my second most favorite is being a risk taker. You have to be a risk taker. Changing your mindset takes a risk because a lot of people don't want to do it. A lot of people are used to being comfortable, right? We're so comfortable. If you are here, trust me, there's so many people that's walking around and they're just comfortable. But until you make a change in your life, until you change your mindset, until you make a decision to do something different, you're going to stay comfortable. Making a decision to do something different is usually out of your comfort zone. So you have to learn how to be uncomfortable with being comfortable. That's the only way you're going to be able to grow. And you're not going to do that unless you take a risk. You have to take risks. We take risks all the time with little things, but we don't take risks when it comes to the important things in our lives. So if you want to go to school, take a risk and go to school. Do something different. Be greater. Learn a skill that's going to help you push you to the person that you really want to be in life. You know, a lot of people say, or you may have a dream, and you may dream, I want to be a model, or I want to be an astronaut. Whatever it is that your dream is, I want you to think about that right now, okay? Just think, what is my dream? What do I want to do in life? Some people around you may say, oh, you're never going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to do that. And then you just stay stagnant and you don't grow. You don't go to school. You don't try to figure out how to become that person that you desire to be, okay? So you have to take that risk. And even if it's losing the people that are around you, even if it's losing your best friends, then taking the risk to become the person you desire to be, that's what's important. That's what you're going to need in life. And that's where you're going to learn how to operate in your warrior stance. You have to take a risk. And if you don't take a risk, then you're never going to be able to operate in your warrior stance. So you have to take a risk. Okay?
We have a question from Catherine Lindsay from the United States.
Okay.
When
Catherine.
do you know? How can you know that you're already living your purpose?
How do you know that you're already living your purpose? Do you ever think about becoming something else or doing something else? If you're content with what you're doing, truly content, if it satisfies you, if you go to bed thinking about it and you wake up thinking about it, and if you can't wait to get to work and continue to operate in whatever it is that you're doing, then you know you're living your purpose. But if you're not able to do that, if you hate going to work, if you don't like the people that you're around, if you're thinking about trying to get in a different occupation, then you're not living in your purpose. Your purpose is embedded in you. That's who you are. Nothing is going to change with your purpose. Thank you. So nothing is going to change if you don't make a change. Okay. So the thing is, if you're happy, like I'm excited. I'm excited about writing. I'm excited about teaching. I'm excited about speaking. I'm excited about empowering people. So I know I'm living in my purpose because that's who I am. I do it naturally. Naturally. I don't have to wake up and get myself ready and work myself up to do it. That's when I know I'm living in my purpose. And if you're happy and you're good and you're moving and you're doing everything that you want to do and you're making a difference in people's lives, then you're living in your purpose. But if you're not living in your purpose. Your purpose is going to be natural, very natural.
I totally agree with you, Carmen. Now, before we wrap things up, I believe it's about time that the world should know what your book is about, your Warrior Stance.
Yes.
Is that a biography, a memoir? Is that a workbook, a journal?
Your Warrior Stance, here we go. I keep showing it because isn't she beautiful?
Yes.
So, your Warrior Stance. That person there, it took a lot to make that person, okay? Your Warrior Stance is a workbook. There's 13 chapters in this book. And in those 13 chapters, each of the letters in Warrior and Stance is an acronym. And each chapter is going to teach you how to apply it to your family and how to apply it to your work life. And then there's also an affirmation area in there where you can also do affirmations. So when we talk about the first chapter, which is wisdom, okay, there's an area in here that's going to ask you, how can you apply more wisdom to your life? So after you've read that chapter, now you get to think. You get to work. Remember, I just said you have to put the work in, right? So now you get to work and you identify, how am I going to apply more wisdom in my life? Authority, resilience, risk taker, reliance. You have investment. You have to be able to invest in yourself. Open-minded. In today's world, you have to be open-minded to other people's thoughts. Everything isn't about your own thought, okay? Everything isn't about the way you do things. What's going to happen is our environment creates our perceptions, it creates our decisions, and it creates our actions. The way I think about something isn't the way James is going to think about something because we're coming from different environments. But it's good to sit here and listen to James and understand what he believed about that situation or what he understand or how he would apply it, because I would be able to share the same thing about how I would apply it in my life, okay? Because we're coming from different areas. And who's to say that my idea is the best idea? I'm only going off of what I know, right? But James had a different experience. So his idea may be a better idea for the situation that we're in, right? So it's important to be open-minded. And then the last one here on R for Warrior is reliant. You got to be reliant to other people. And then I'm going to go quick because my time is running out, right? Set goals. I need for you to set some goals in your life. Target. Understand what your target is. Never change your target. Always change your trajectory, but never change your target once you set it, okay? Setting goals is going to teach you how to create your target that you need, right? And then you have network. You need an amazing network to get you to where you need to be. You need that network that's going to help you. There's going to be a lot of naysayers. There's going to be a lot of haters around you who's not going to want for you to grow, okay? Guess what? You're just going to have to let them go. And it's okay because you're going to gain the people around you who's going to help you. Those are the ones that you want. Cognizant. Always be cognizant of what's happening around you. Pay attention to what other people are doing in your workspace. Understand what other job descriptions are, okay? So that's how you're going to be able to improve yourself and gain basically the next level, okay? That's how you're going to get promoted. And then E is be enthusiastic. Life is going to bring you so many different adversities, okay? So many different adversities. But as you're going through your warrior stance and you're developing your warrior stance, it's going to teach you how to be enthusiastic with everything that you do because you know it's all going to come together to create that person. So don't worry about what you got to deal with. Don't worry about what you're going to face. You're going to face things, but your warrior stance is going to keep you firm. It's going to give you confidence. It's going to help you become resilient to everything that you're dealing with. And it's going to help you understand your purpose. Trust me. I've gone through this. Everything I put in here is what I've learned over the last 40-something years, okay? From my military career and prior to the military. So I'm not just writing a book just to tell you what AI is telling you, okay? AI is writing books today. I didn't use AI to write this book. I wrote this book from experience, okay? And you can read through my book, you can go through the author's page, and you'll be able to see the person that you have in front of you today, and you could become similar. I don't want you to become like me because you have your own person. I want you to be your own person, and I want you to walk in confidence and power in every single thing that you do because you can do so. I know you can do it because I do.
Thank you so much. Very inspiring story, Carmen Davenport. You've just really, it was an all-out experience. You know, everybody was listening to you, and I know for sure you got everyone's attention. So before we wrap things up, where can we find Carmen Davenport? What are your socials so we can follow you and get grab a copy of your book?
Yes, let me tell you something. There's another person out there named Carmen Davenport, okay? There's another person.
There's probably 100 of them.
I didn't find out until I posted my book on Amazon, and then her books was coming up. I'm not writing children's books, so if you find a children's book, it's not mine. My book are self-help books, okay? They're here to help you. So you can go to all of my social media pages. My Instagram and my Facebook is I am Carmen Davenport, okay? That's me. I am Carmen Davenport, all one word. That's me. You can go to my website, which is www.invincibleyoucoaching.com. www.invincibleyoucoaching.com. If you go to my Facebook or my Instagram, you'll see my website on there as well. Okay, and those are the main social media sites that I operate on. So all of my information will be out there. You can go to Amazon. You can order the book on Amazon if you would like. And one thing I'm asking for you to do is please leave a review. Leave an honest review, okay? Honest, because I'm all about growth. And if you feel that this book did not benefit you, I know it will though, but if you feel that this book did not benefit you, then leave a review. Let me know, okay? But I know it's going to benefit you. Go on Amazon, leave a review. You can also go to my website and you can order my book on my website. If you order it on my website, you'll get an autographed copy. If you order an autographed copy. I won't be able to do that on Amazon, but I'll be able to do that if you go to my website.
Thank you so much, Carmen Davenport.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, definitely. We're so happy that you're here in Guadalajara International Book Fair. You have just made ReadersMagnet booth a pleasant one to visit because you are so inspiring. And thank you so much for that high spirit.
Yes.
I hope everyone who's watching us right now is as excited and inspired as I am. And again, thank you so much, Carmen Davenport, for being here with us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ReadersMagnet. I really appreciate you. The team is amazing, and I just hope to work with you again in the future.
Thank you. We're looking forward for more projects with Ms. Carmen Davenport. Again, to everyone who's watching us right now, thank you so much for tuning in. Guadalajara is up until 9 p.m. today, and we're going to be here until Wednesday. So you definitely can catch more of Carmen from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for watching.
Thank you. Bye-bye.